Hey, this is CJ.
And I'm Raimi.
And you're listening to Jam Chats
on BYU Radio. Today on Jam Chats, Seaslak.
I'm out in the woods, I'm out of my mind, walking like the queen, shaving like a ghost to the funeral.
Seaslak is a rising folk rock band from Salt Lake City, Utah. They're known for their rich harmonies, heartfelt lyrics, and dynamic live shows. Led by Mick Rudolph, Seaslak is an active member of the Utah music scene, including opening for the national parks in 2024.
Today we'll talk about how the band came together and the importance of relationships. We've got the whole band in the studio, and yes, they'll be playing live.
Jam Chats starts now.
And every time I dream, I lose you in all my sleep, and I might lead close to the funeral.
Seaslak, welcome to Jam Chats. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much for having us.
So there's 6 of you here. We got to just start with a big introduction. Let's start with Mick here, lead singer of the band.
Yeah, my name's Mick Rudolph, and I play acoustic guitar and sing lead vocals.
I'm Lydia Theobald, and I play keys and sing backup vocals.
I'm Jake Comferman. I do bass and backup vocals.
I'm Skylar Preciado. I sing backup vocals and I play piano.
I'm Jordan Hope, and I play drums.
I'm Sam Golightly, and I play electric guitar.
I always like a band where it's male and female. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Tell us about the band and the band dynamics. Where did this band start?
Yeah, it started probably 3 years ago. Prior to the band, I had just been writing songs and not really doing anything with them. And I met some people and I moved back to Salt Lake and we'd have some jam nights. That's where I met Jake.
Yep.
And
Dough Jam.
Dough Jam, yeah. Eat cookie dough.
Eat cookie dough. Play music.
And play music, yeah. Except for very few of us actually played music. But me and a friend that I'd met, who also now has his own band, local band as well, we both were in a similar situation where we played songs, we didn't really do anything with them, and we thought, should we just do a concert and maybe make it a benefit concert? For me, that was just in my brain. I've been playing house shows or whatever for a while, and I just thought, I want this to be a point in the road where I play with people. So I asked my buddy who I had met through Dough Jam, I was like, does anybody play bass? And he's like, well, Jake plays bass. And I was like, okay, perfect. I hope he's good because he's the only person I know. So it was like me and Jake and a friend of mine, Maddie Hawkins at the beginning. It was the 3 of us initially, and we were going to do this benefit concert. And the male-female dynamic, I had always wanted, like vocals and harmonies have always been a heavy part of what we do and a lot of what I think about when I write the songs. And it was like the night before we were going to do this concert, and I thought, and I told Jake and Maddie that I have always seen in my mind 4-part harmonies, 2 female vocalists and 2 male vocalists, just for whatever reason. That's just what made sense. And we had another friend, Marielle Larson. She was a friend of ours, and Maddie was like, Marielle could do it. She could step in. And so we called her. He said, are you busy tomorrow? And she said, no. We taught her everything in 30 minutes. And so it was the 4 of us initially. It was kind of like the core group. We did that concert that we just put on ourselves. So that's really where it started, was that 4. And we had that male-female dynamic largely because I wanted those 4 vocals and I wanted 2 female, 2 male.
Yeah, and listening to music, yeah, it's really distinct with that male-female dynamic going on in the 4-part harmony.
I was going to say the harmonies are really cool. I think it's time to jump into some of your music.
What do you got for us to play?
So we just released a song this last week at the time of this recording. It's called The Funeral. And I think I was the most excited about this release than any other release. And it just came out. It's fresh. It's new. So we'd love to listen to that.
Yeah, and then let's talk about it. Let's just listen to it, shall we?
Yeah, let's jump into this. Everybody, this is The Funeral by Seaslak, and you're listening to Jam Chats on BYU Radio.
was an island floating nameless off the coast. You brought the tide and burned me like a homing ghost. I was a country, all my borders had been closed. You were invading crimes of war you did impose that night. And you were the city. Oh, and you knew I could not cope, desperate and pretty, burning out on strangers' hopes. You were the promise that I never have to ever let you go. And every time I dream, I lose you and all my sleep. And I march a little closer to the funeral. And every time I love, I lose every part of us. And I march a little closer to the funeral. To the funeral. And I'll be fine alone. Just wake me when it's over. Hold the line, read my mind, and I'll be fine alone. Just wake me when it's over. Lay me down 6 feet down, and I'll be fine alone. Just wake me when it's over. Hold the line,
Wow, that's amazing, guys.
I love that.
Beautiful. I love how wide open and huge that song sounds. And I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics so much, but to me, it feels pretty optimistic, even though it's talking about a funeral. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong in that it does sound that way.
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about the lyrics behind it?
Yeah. In my last breakup before this song, I remember distinctly feeling, I don't think I can do another one of these.
Yeah.
I think this is devastating enough that I don't know that my mind and body and soul can do this again. And so those lyrics in the chorus of every time I love, I lose every part of us. Just, this sense that it's really wild that we give ourselves fully and completely in love and in relationships or in the pursuit of this thing to another person. And then eventually, if it doesn't work out, you just carry on without that person and they have part of your soul and you have part of theirs. And that's just a wild thought that we just continue on in life. And then we die.
Jeez, such a happy thing.
So that's how that works. So yeah, I think that's a big part of what I was feeling when I wrote that song.
This season, as we've talked with a lot of artists, we've discovered that there's a lot of people that love sad songs.
Yeah.
Like those are really the deepest, the most intriguing and enveloping songs. Why do you like sad songs?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's this common theme in sad songs is there's just, they're so emotional, right? And I think there's a lot of emotions that are big and strong and powerful, but there's something about sadness and invoking sadness through music that's so relatable. Like everyone's felt that. And I think sadness particularly is hard to articulate. It's hard to fathom when you're going through it. I think there's just these really unique experiences that we go through that are actually not that unique, but it feels that way when we're going through it. And then you hear a song that's emoting these same things that you felt, and you're like, that's it. That's the thing that I felt.
Yeah, that's so true.
Well, guys, we're here in the studio. You got all your instruments here. We got drums and grand piano and bass amps and synths. We got to hear you guys play live.
I'm stoked. Let's do it.
So what's your first live song you want to play for us?
We're going to play Graceland.
Yeah, tell us a bit about Graceland.
So 4th of July, a couple of years ago, we had been asked to play a little 4th of July barbecue set, and Mickey and I were the only ones that could make it. So my husband and I went and drove up to Mick's house to meet him and get ready for this little fun show we were going to do. And we walked into Mick's house and he just looked kind of mussed, kind of like he had just rolled out of bed. It was like 3 p.m.
Kind of greasy.
Yeah, a little. And my husband and I were like, dude, are you feeling okay? And he was like, it's been a weird morning. I slept in. I missed this thing I was going to go to, and I'm really bummed about it. But I also wrote this song. Do you guys want to hear it? And we said, yeah, man, if that's going to make you feel better, let's hear it. So he picked up his guitar and he started playing. And my husband and I are sitting there going, dude, this might be a really good song. And he said, no, I think it's just weird and bad. And then at our next show with the whole band, we played it. We opened the show with it. And we got such a good reaction, and it was so much fun to play that we said, I think we've played it at every show since.
Yeah.
And when it came time to record
Wow.
an EP, we said we have to record Graceland.
Let's hear this one live, guys.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
So playing this live in the Jam Chat studio, this is Graceland by Seaslak.
Don't burn me, and I try, but I'll die before I ever get clean. I'm found in vitriol, so sleep. cut me up. Guess which chemicals I bleed. Oh, and look at my love. Oh, and look at my love. Oh, and look at my love. Time I pray, I say, don't give me what's mine. I'm tired of a dirty devil on my back. 'Cause if you've got an old bitch, you gotta have a little old scrap. Oh, and look at my love. Oh, and look at my love. Oh, and look at my love. I'm in a Graceland when you put all that love on me. I never made plans when I've got a good hand. I'm in a Graceland when you put all that love on me.
Yeah, Graceland. I can tell why that's a fan favorite. That is fun. So you mentioned your band's name, Seaslak. We haven't really talked about that, but what does Seaslak even mean?
Yeah. Seaslak is my grandma's maiden name.
Oh, really? So why did you choose that as your band name?
Yeah, you know, when I was thinking of band names, I always wanted to have a band name that was separate from my own name. And then I was thinking of band names and had a couple in, you know, the final 3 or 4. The other names just like they sounded fine. They sounded nice. I liked the sound of them, but they just didn't mean anything to me. And I remember when I thought of, oh, well, maybe I do Seaslak, it just felt meaningful. I was raised by my grandparents. This is a big connection to my grandma specifically. It's her maiden name, and so it's like the name I didn't get, and so it was kind of a way of taking that name upon me. And also, I just like the idea of, it's steeped in meaning for me. To someone who's hearing it for the first time, they just have no idea what it's about. And I think I've always liked the idea of that with this project, that for those that know, they know. And I just like that idea.
Mick, tell us about your grandma.
Yeah, like I was raised by my grandparents, and so there's always a lot of closeness in proximity between me and my grandma. She had 5 daughters, and so she always says I was the one son that she got to raise. Just really great and cool lady. Such a resilient person, and someone that I look up to in so many ways and have so much affection for, that I do a pretty bad job of communicating to her, probably like a lot of people in our lives. I think that's a lot of what Song of Siberia, another one of our songs, it's a lot of what that song is about, is my relationship with her and just my feelings about that. But
I'd actually love to hear that song.
Yeah. Can you play that off the record then?
yeah, we can pull that up.
Let's pull that up.
Sweet.
So is this off an album?
This is off our EP. We have one EP that's out right now. And
What's it called?
It's called Oh Lord, My Retinas.
What?
That's right.
There's got to be a story behind that.
Yeah, kind of. There's a dumb story behind that, but yeah. One of our songs on the EP is called Oh Lord, My Retinas. And there's a lot of meaning in the song itself, but that line specifically, there was just a day where I worked from home. And so I just had been in the basement all day. And I came out on a summer day and saw the sun for the first time. And audibly, I was like, oh, Lord, my retinas. But it came out melodically.
Oh, interesting.
And like the melody that came out is the first line of that song. I remember it happened and I was like, oh, that's pretty good, actually. And so then, wrote a song. But it's the name of the album.
That's the name of the EP.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and play it off the EP, Oh Lord, My Retinas. This is Song of Siberia, and you're listening to Seaslak on Jam Chats. That song is so beautiful. Thank you for
That's really
playing
sweet.
That.
So that's about your grandma.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was thinking and feeling a lot of things about her. And I just started thinking about the impermanence of life and the relationships that we have while we're here. And specifically, my grandma, maybe inherent to a lot of people's grandmas, is old. And we don't know how long we have her. And there was just this sense of feeling so strongly about this person that I feel so much love for, and often fail to communicate that. Certainly fail to spend as much time as I would like to. And just got really sad about that. But it felt, a lot of strong, powerful things about that. And it felt really appropriate that song became about that. It just felt really right in that moment.
These are two couplets that Mick didn't end up putting into the song, but I think that they're just as good and maybe better than some of the other ones. I don't know why you didn't put them in the song. That was silly.
That was silly. This would be in the last chorus, just additional lyrics. And you don't love to say you're mine. Was I half the man you said I was? Your gentle lies. And when you go, remember me. Not the way I was, but all the ways I meant to be.
Oh, that's pretty deep and pretty vulnerable.
Yeah, I think that's something I really like about songwriting and performing, because you're spilling your guts on stage in a way that you honestly probably wouldn't a lot of times, especially with strangers. But it's justified if you're singing. And
Yeah, why do you think you can do that through music?
Yeah.
That's a good question. Yeah, there's this vehicle of vulnerability that's like really okay and even encouraged and good, that if someone were to just get up and say into a mic, I think that'd be a tougher sell to a crowd. I think it goes to, speaking of relationships, I think just like relationally, the relations that we have with each other, however brief the relationship that we have with an audience, I think that connection there is powerful. I think we all want that, right? And getting it, especially through a beautiful medium like music, I think it's what we ultimately want, what our souls want.
You said that connection is powerful. Where do you think that power comes from?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think for me, I'm a fairly spiritual, religious person. And so I think the fact that there's this soul nourishment that happens when we have heaven-like connections with each other, when we have those types of relationships, I think that's really indicative that there's something bigger at play, that there's a spiritual family happening here. And whatever your faith belief is, whether you believe that we're just all here on earth or that extends beyond or pre, I think it just points to the fact that there's a spiritual, in really the word, in the sense of the word spiritual, connection between all of us, whether you're religious or you're not. And to me, the lens that I have, I think it's indicative that we are a spiritual family and that we have a father and a mother who cosmically care about us in this deep way, and that we're trying to foster and emulate that kind of love for each other.
Well, thanks for sharing that, Mick. That was really sweet. What do you say? We get some more music?
Yeah.
Let's hear some more music.
Yeah, I think we need to hear some more live music.
Yeah. So the next song we'd like to play is a song called Bones.
What's Bones about?
Bones is about, I was in a long relationship, and yeah, I just was, the relationship just like, it wasn't working out. That's okay. That happens. But then it was like, it ended and I could not get over it. And I thought, that's wild. Maybe not that wild, but this song was about that particular relationship.
That's a great way to tee this one off.
Love it.
Let's play it live.
Everybody, this is Bones by Seaslak, and you're listening to Jam Chats on BYU Radio.
And I heard that kiss from miles away, the one that blew my world away. And you tried to pour the blood back in and left yourself inside my skin. And I called you up in the middle of the night. You wanted love and I took my time. And I can't get you out of my bones. tonight. Across my gently mind, where I lost in love I tried to find, and you haunt the halls of this old house, and I'm burning down to smoke you out, and I called you up in the middle of the night. You wanted love and I took my time, and I can't get you out of my bones tonight. Bang on the bars of my ribcage and tell me I'm more than my mistake. Suffering pains on the front stage, and pay my sweet mother a fair wage. Me and my cousin grew up late. We won't have kids of the same age. I didn't find your sweet name on the page, and I called you up in the middle of the night. You wanted love and I took my time, and I can't get you out of my bones, and I can't get you out of my bones, and I can't get you out of my bones
That one's tough. I can relate to that one.
I think everybody can relate to that one.
So did writing the song help bring closure to that relationship, or is it just opening the wound every time you sing that one?
It's a good question. I think it did, and I think this song was about like one very specific situation that I was in, but like playing it now, it's interesting. All songs are this way, not just our songs, but we just happen to play our songs. And so I find myself playing these songs and they continue to be hard, but for new reasons, feeling these exact same things in different situations, or sometimes even things I was feeling and wrote about taking on new meanings for me as I grow older. And so I think it continues to be hard and to be fresh, but in new ways. There's always new ways to feel hard things.
I feel like I want that like on a quote board. Like there's always new ways to feel hard things.
Yeah.
That's a great quote.
That's
right there. Jake, you haven't said much in this podcast. Tell us about the next song you're going to play off your EP.
Yeah, this one is called Prodigal Skies. This one was a fun one to record, firstly because there's a little bit of a bass solo in it, and I play bass.
Oh, you gotta love bass.
Really good.
So that made it fun. But then also what's really cool is at the ending, we kind of messed around with some different tries to do these vocal harmonies that I remember when we were recording it, I walked in and they had a version of it and I liked most of it, but there was like something that was a little clash. There was something a little off to me. I can't remember exactly
It was my part.
what it was that was pinpointed.
Lydia
I
remembers.
remember.
But all these guys are so talented, and so it took just a quick fine tune, and then it was like, oh wow. I think all of us were like, okay, this is it.
Before we listen to the song, and you touched on it just a little bit, you said something was a little bit off in the song, and then Lydia said, "Oh, it's probably me," right? How do you guys stay together and not just like most bands just fight and break up?
I think that's just indicative of a good band, is that we've got 6 people in this band and 6 different experiences, and we bring 6 different viewpoints to the table. And some of those work for the song and some of them don't. And so you do have to be a little bit selfless and say the end goal is the music and is the song. So you have to, I've had to learn that as a musician myself, is that it's really fun to sit behind the drum kit and play some really flashy, fun stuff and go crazy and go wild. But
that doesn't always feed the song.
But that doesn't work for every song. There's a lot of times I have to keep it simple and just play what works for the song.
Sometimes it's just like kick, snare,
but
kick,
so tasteful.
Snare, yeah. I feel like you guys, at least right now, you're very emotionally healthy as a band, that you can work through issues, and that's hard. And kudos to you guys for being there. Okay, where were we? I think Jake, you're going to tee up our next song we're going to listen to.
This is Prodigal Skies by Seaslak, and you're listening to Jam Chats on BYU Radio.
That's right.
Days it east of the sun, I'm chasing a feeling of when I was young. When you had your doubts, thought I was the only one. Digging for gold at the break of the day, I'm looking for love just to give it away. Now you want to call when there's nothing left to say. And I reach for the phone like it's some kind of grace, counting my sins like they never got paid. I'm all out of love, I'm all out of faith, I'm all out of blood that ran out through my veins. You can ride into town, there's nothing left to say. Tracing your skin like I'm some kind of seal, when you already knew that it's all set here. You wanted to shine, I wanted to disappear. Nothing behind, so you go on ahead. I'm watching you leave like I'm watching mine dead. Don't show me a sign, just follow the trail that I led. And I'm setting a course for the ways that you said. And that train has gone cold like east side of my bed. I'm all out of love, I'm all out of faith, I'm all out of blood that ran out through my veins. You can ride into town, there's nothing left to say. I'm out of the woods, I'm out of my mind. I'd be good to you, but I'm all out of time. Waiting on you, it's like waiting on prodigal
And that was Prodigal Skies, and you're listening to Seaslak here on Jam Chats. And that was off the EP, Oh Lord, My Eyeballs.
My retinas.
Oh Lord, my
Is
retinas.
it too late to change it? Pretty good.
So you've put out some music,
Yeah.
and you continue to play live. Tell me what a measure of success for this band would be.
Yeah, I get asked this question a lot. I would just love to get to a point where when we want to play a show or if we want to go on tour, that we book things and we sell it out. And we fill that room with people who really care about the music and what we're doing and know us, which is different than just filling the room.
Do you ever feel like there's just a window of time that you can be in a band?
Yeah, that's something that, I don't know, I haven't thought a ton about, as crazy as that sounds. I think I'm loving the time being in the band right now, kind of taking no thought of the morrow myself.
That's nice.
Like I don't really have aspirations for fame or recognition or Grammys or whatever. I just I hear the songs and I've gotten emotional so many times hearing the songs. I'll listen to Song of Siberia and just like break down because I know what it's about, and the gravity of knowing how good the music is pushes me forward to do all I can to make it accessible to other people who need it too.
And part of that, I think, is getting all the songs recorded. Because I think we all know that we're not going to be in this band for our entire lives. There's going to be a time when maybe we are in the band our entire lives, but eventually we die. But our kids, our grandkids can listen to our music. And I think there's something really spiritual about the element of keeping a record of the wonderful experiences that we get to have through music.
That's a great point.
That's beautiful. Well, I know we have just a little bit of time left. Let's jump into our final song here. Is there anything you want to say about the song that you're going to play for us?
It's sad. I think we can let it speak for itself.
Is this the one you're talking about? Whatever mood you're in. That's how you interpret it.
I didn't feel like it was sad because I was at the beginning of a pretty hopeful relationship when I heard it.
Yeah.
But-
yeah.
So it could be either.
Well, but it's sad now.
So that's where Lydia
For me,
is.
it's sad now.
What's it called?
It's called Before You Go.
And is this on a record?
This is unreleased. We haven't recorded this yet.
So are you saying this is a Jam Chats exclusive? Is that what you're saying?
We're giving you exclusive, not rights, but exclusive listening.
Wait, hold on. No. Let's have you guys play this live. This is an exclusive from Seaslak, and it's called
Before You Go.
Let's hear it live.
Hold me by the stay. We can't hide away. Another day, we're neither here nor there. And I'm hoping that you stay. Time it gave me everything. Time's taking you away. And before you go, will you be my lover? Be my lover. Be my lover. And before you go, will you give me cover? Be my lover. Be my lover. And meet me by the hole. Feed me every empty promise promise till I'm thinner than these walls. And you say that I must say, but when I wash away the blood, I always wash away the pain. And you said, honey, let it dry. You have to hurry up and wait. And before you go, will you be my lover? Be my lover. Be my lover. And before you go, will you give me cover? Be my lover. Be my lover. Hold me by the stairs. Say it's love without saying that you're scared. Hold me on the floor and walk away without closing this own door. Pick me up, open me every dirty magazine, and I wanted love, wanting us, only wanting everything. Call my bluff, daddy jeans, every blessed movie screen, and I wanted love, wanting us, all I need. And before you go, will you be my lover? Be my lover. Be my lover. Before you go, will you give me cover? Be my lover. Be my lover.
Whew. Yeah, nicely done, guys. Well done. Great song.
Yeah.
So, for those of us who live here in Utah and want to see you play live, where can we see you guys play? Where do you play?
Yeah. In Salt Lake, we have and will hopefully continue to play at the Kilby Court, Urban Lounge. We love those venues a lot. In the Provo, Utah Valley area, we play a fair amount at the Velour, which, if I can just say as well, Corey Fox, owner of the Velour, that's where we started playing, was the Velour in Provo.
What's so
And
special about that venue?
our very first actual show was there after we showed up at an open mic night one night and with our fingers crossed, and Corey booked us right after that. So yeah, really, really cool of him to see potential in us. He has been really great beyond just booking shows. He has been like a really helpful mentor and a resource and someone who deserves all the accolades and acclaim in the local music scene.
Yeah. Big shout out to Corey Fox.
Hey, Corey means a lot to me. He helped start our band back in the late 90s. And what I love about Corey is that it's outward facing. It's never about Corey Fox.
Nope, never.
It's about how he can shine his light on other people. And that's why I love Corey. He's such a great asset to the music scene here in Utah. Well, guys, it's been awesome to have you on Jam Chats today. And there's a lot of love in here. I can tell between you guys, and respect as musicians, but also just like through some of the stories that you've talked about, like about with your grandma and others and relationships. You guys just have great vibes. It's been such a pleasure to have you here on the show.
Thanks so much for coming on the show. It's been such a pleasure to have all of you.
Well, let's wrap this one up tonight.
Let's do it. Everybody, I'm Raimi.
And I'm CJ.
And we're Seaslak.
Thanks so much for having us, guys.
Good night.